corruption abound in the San Andreas State Troopers. Today on the Weazel News. There are a few in our city in which we trust for the safety and well-being of the citizens and everyone who lives here, including the San Andreas State Troopers. However, it turns out that with recent findings, there have been a number of allegations that have been directed straight towards the upper echelons to the lower ranks of the departments, ranging from corruption, alleged murder, bribery, drug abuse. And today on Weazel News, we are faced with a very curious situation. Straight up to the top of the state troopers to corrupt Chief of Police Cooter. And so we are present here with the ongoing investigation from the FIB into the situation.
About 20 minutes ago, we served a warrant on to one Officer McWhitey. With that being said, the findings have came up as nothing. There's no nothing illegal found on him or in his presence or any vehicles or property at this time. What we think is it's just been a how do I call it? Peer pressured into doing something that he shouldn't have been doing. You know, fear of losing his job. Right now, his lawyers are talking with the judge, and we're going to have a brief, basically like hearing for him. You are more than welcome to have a seat inside the courtroom or stand off in the corner to record. But that's all I have at this time.
Okay, and are you going to be proceeding potentially regarding Chief Cooter as well?
Chief Cooter is actually in the process of being done right now by my other two agents. Okay. They picked him up at the Legion Square and have started to conduct their warrant search as well.
We are live now at the courthouse as corrupt ass Chief McWhitey undergoes his arraignment.
So what are the charges being forth today?
Was that me?
Yep, that's you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't me.
The use of drugs while on duty is what we had. We had evidence of him receiving drugs and using them while on duty as an officer.
And McWhitey, how do you plead?
Guilty, but it was just one bump.
Okay. Mr. Street, what kind of time does that fall under according to the MDT?
Stand by, real quick. It's just drug use, I think, is what we're going for on this. My MDT is not working.
Damn electronics.
Oh, I'm starting to get upset.
Okay, I have a question real quick, Your Honor.
What's up?
How is possession of cocaine a felony and possession of methamphetamine a misdemeanor?
Good question.
That's a good question. I don't know, but they should both be felonies.
Yes, they should.
So I actually did some meth.
But
MDT was updated, so I think some stuff got changed.
Well, I'm gonna stick to my thing. I did some meth.
Get out of here with that shit.
25 months and $1,500 fine. And it is a felony.
okay. We didn't talk about a fine.
No, I think the fine should stand.
I don't think I should get a fine.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to put it on here. We did search every vehicle and there was nothing found, and he's been very cooperative on a lot of stuff. The only thing I had a problem was when I asked him where he got it from, he did decide to lie to me on that one until we had body cam footage. other than that, he's been very well helping us out here. And from my standpoint of working with him before here, he is a damn good officer.
And I have to say that I've not heard anything negative about this gentleman at all. And again, I agree, he was very cooperative. However, I would like to state, if we could have the state reimburse him the $5,000 that it cost him to charge the phone so that he could get all his vehicles, that would be great.
Yes, I would love that. Hearsay. That's what we say, right?
No, that's not what we say.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The different lawyer says that. They even made
He's very cooperative,
He was cooperative.
and he's been without pay for how long?
I was suspended with pay.
Told me not paid.
It was with pay. I had to spend it all on strippers.
Yeah.
That's that too.
Jeez.
I'm just letting my
Okay.
lawyers talk. I'm messing up.
Yeah, just
Just be quiet over there.
So, okay, I'll recommend that the state reimburse you $2,000 because the phone charging kind of falls on your responsibility regardless. Because if you weren't in this instance, your phone still could have died, and therefore, who would reimburse you anyways?
Can I say one thing, Judge?
Yes.
So during this time that I charged my phone, my dog came down very ill, and I was not able to be there for him.
Objection.
okay.
Anyways, you'll be reimbursed $2,000 for phone charging expenses.
Thank you.
I'm going to also recommend 6 months of treatment once a week, as well as before every shift for 2 weeks to go to the hospital and get with a medical professional there and get drug tested.
Officer, not so corrupt after all. Whitey, do you have anything to say regarding you being cleared?
Wait, can you say the intro one more time?
I said, officer, not so corrupt after all. Whitey, you have anything to say regarding the
On
judge's
other notes, Judge, I need to
statement?
talk to you.
I'm just glad to get back to work and do my duties and protect the city. You know what I mean? I'm a good officer, upstanding citizen. It was just one little bumpy bump, and I regret it. And I'm gonna go through what I need to do to get back and get my name back. You know what I mean?
Sounds good. And if not, we'll be there. While not so corrupt after all, Assistant Chief McWhitey had been undergoing its arraignment. The most corrupt Chief Cooter had undergone his very own special raiding of his property, his vehicles, and other sorts of locations for any drug, any money, or any evidence for his evil doing. And so now we go live to his arraignment.
Absolutely.
I mean, is the handcuffs
Come on over here.
necessary for his
Yep.
arraignment?
Yep, I did it with McWhitey as well. I don't treat anybody different.
I ain't got no weapons on. And look, he keeps whipping out his gun on me.
Okay,
You see this
fair
stuff,
enough.
man?
I understand.
what?
My lawyer's
Say what?
actually
Say
already
this
told me
terrified
so now, so.
It's respectful. Cherish.
I'll just sit in the back row and I'll keep my mouth shut. I promise.
I hate these chairs.
Hey, do I
Third
hear
aisle.
McFly?
Is that fair?
So what?
I think I
Okay.
heard McFly.
Third eye.
There we go. Finally.
I know, I'm a little disappointed no one's here for mine. And you might need to check Crooked Eye, the boom mic guy, because I don't think that he should be here either. To be completely honest with you. All right, fair enough.
I have no clue yet.
All right, I'll sit in the back row. I promise. I won't say a word.
What are you doing here?
I love you, buddy.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Who you talking
Why are
to?
you back there?
FIB, I'm gonna need you guys to be representing state.
Go.
You wanna do it early?
You just gonna want us to approach like earlier?
Yeah,
All right.
make things easier.
Nah. Over the table.
The other two can come up here as well.
I object to his trucker hat.
Well, Wyatt, do you want to get your client over here?
Come on, Mr. Cooter.
Oh, I wasn't aware I was allowed to come up there too.
Yeah, you're coming up here.
I think someone's got a spider.
Ooh.
Mr. Cooter.
Cooter, run around, John.
Who, me? Hold on.
Yeah.
Shout.
All right. So for the record, I'm gonna have everyone state your guys' names, starting with the lawyer on my left, going to the right.
Wyatt Robertson.
Billy Bob Cooter.
FIB Director Jason Street.
FIB Senior Agent Dustin Platt.
Oh, well, if we're saying titles, Chief Billy Bob Cooter. Or should I speak a little bit louder? Chief Billy Bob Cooter. We're giving out titles.
All right. So, what are the charges being brought forward today?
It's gonna be corruption, drug use, assault. Give me a minute here.
Drug use isn't a crime.
Okay. Possession of a drug, distributing drugs. Theft. And
I don't think it was. Look, he's just making up stuff.
public indecency.
Don't be talking about his hair.
Fuck you, McWuddy.
So, I say we streamline the charges, drop all the misdemeanor charges, and just go with felony charges at this point.
I agree.
Billy Cooter, how do you plead first and foremost?
Well, obviously not guilty. I do plead guilty to being the sexiest motherfucker in this courtroom, though. If that's a charge.
That is not a charge.
Oh, well, can we make it a charge?
No.
And
Okay.
saying that should be a charge.
I agree.
Hey, listen, nobody asked your opinion, Riggs.
Okay.
That's that open.
Quiet in the courtroom, please. So drop all the misdemeanor charges and keep
Yeah,
all
'cause
the
I-
rest.
Yeah, because normally for this type of case, if you're bringing it against corruption and all that, I mean, showing one's being indecently exposed would not be a charge on top of all the felonies that y'all bringing against them.
So jerking off on somebody, pissing on them, and shitting on them with your whole police department. I mean, I'm pretty sure
Do you have proof that was me, though?
aggravated.
we have pictures.
That is
But-
considered aggravated assault, which that is a felony.
You know, I seen
But
those
indecent
pictures
exposure is a
actually.
misdemeanor.
Yeah, I actually seen those pictures posted on Twitter, but like, there's no proof that that's actually me.
It is you because I saw you in the same clothing. Talked to you the day I came down and questioned Clive.
I mean,
Your nice
are you
little
100%
shorty
positive
shorts.
though?
I was 100% positive.
I mean, that's just hearsay, though. Do you have actually any physical evidence that proves that?
Yes, we do.
Really? Because I would love to see it.
Your
We
lawyer will
see
get it.
Yeah, we'll see it
Yeah.
in due time.
Oh yeah, we'll see it because there's not. It's hearsay.
Okay, order, please.
Objection.
You
Sustain
don't
yourself,
have
sir.
the power to. You don't have the ability to say that.
Chief or director.
Your lawyer has the power
Yeah.
to say that, but you do not have the power to say that.
Grounds.
Emails. I think there's something that just came out.
Sustained.
Object.
Look through the email.
Grounds.
Order in the court, please. This is an arraignment hearing. Okay?
I'd also like it to put on public record for any evidence that was confiscated during the search to be inadmissible in this case due to the typo in the search warrant.
Granted.
Good job.
Judge, can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Unfortunately, it looks like the some stuff has hit the has been released out to the community in the TextRP emails.
We here at Weazel News have many different sources. In regards to the court case here, we actually received an anonymous donation of videos not only depicting corrupt Chief Cooter's drug abuse and distribution during his police work, but also showing proof of his hiring for the attempted murder of one of the most prominent people here in the city, producer Steve Anderson of Weazel News. And you get to see it here for the first time live.
You want to blow your nose?
What are you?
I got you. Just in case you need to blow your nose, you know what I mean? I got you some tissue paper.
Hey, Chief, I think the FIB's here.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Chief, I think you gave me that cold that you have.
Oh, no, we just came to say, hey, man, we appreciate you supporting the movement. Hashtag fake news. Fuck
Yeah, fuck him. It wasn't a pick.
I need you to protest in front of Weazel News. I need you to bash him on Twitter. All that, okay?
Or is there any extra if I send you a
Yeah,
picture of their
25
bodies?
grand extra.
I won't.
All right.
Hey.
Get that?
And we never met, right?
No, no,
cool.
no. I don't even know who you are.
All right. You have a good day.
Yep.
Hey, T.
Oh, shit.
Remember, you a real gangster, you know what I'm saying? Gangsters don't snitch.
I love you.
Love you too, T.
Love you.
That's my gangster right there.
God damn it.
You fucking, I cannot believe.
Bro, you said an extra 25 for bodies. I never said that. What the fuck?
Listen, I heard you offer the 25 grand. Oh, shit. It's going up in flames.
Weazel News or Records Studios where the shots came from.
I got him.
Oh, the one
Just saying.
thing on the card does, sir.
Actually doesn't.
Weazel News or Records Studios where the shots came from.
I got him.
Oh, the one
Just saying.
thing on the card does, sir.
Actually doesn't. I mean, we're just saying that anybody that may look like they have a mullet is me? Is that let's see. There's another cop. What's his name? Some new BCSO officer's got a mullet.
I got more charges against me.
He looks just like me too. Oh man, that's crazy. You know what? Like, it might well be him.
Sorry, I was looking at all this right now.
There's one that I didn't even know that existed of a possible paying off somebody for pictures of the dead Weazel news guy.
Yeah, again, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that video is there, sir, with you
Oh,
even
really?
stating it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure no money
Okay.
ever came out of my bank account. So, hey, are we just adding
Anyways.
charges at an arraignment, Judge? Is that allowed, or should they have already had this predetermined out?
You should have already had it predetermined out.
Yeah,
It will,
exactly.
it will be when we go to trial.
Yeah, but you should have already had that before the arraignment. You can't just keep adding shit. See, I know my way around the law. That's how I
Then I
got
guess
to
you
where I'm
don't
at.
need your lawyer then, right?
No, I mean, I need my lawyer because
Well,
he's
then
going to help me
shut
to
up.
prove that you're a piece of scum. Hold on, let me check my Twitter real quick.
Order in the court, please. Sir, I need you to everyone off their phones, first and foremost.
All right.
Trial will be on May 20th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
How do you feel it went in the court case today?
Well, I feel like it went pretty decent. Chief Cooter's definitely not happy, but it is going to be going to trial May 20th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. And I mean, apparently the evidence got leaked. Do you know how the Watchers ended up getting the footage that you guys had towards your case?
That I am unaware, and something that us as the FIB are going to be looking into.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, Stephen?
That's been found between Chief Cooter and that not so corrupt McWhitey regarding these here, because he seemed to have been let go lightly because of lack of evidence that was located. Is there a reason why someone was put towards him despite the lacking of any type of weapons of mass destruction? I mean, drugs of mass hallucination?
To be honest, McWhitey was honest with us, and came to us and talked to us, give us some stuff, and we were able to work with him a little bit. But
So
that's
what
about
you're
as much
saying is
info as I can give.
he revealed information about Chief Cooter that will be used in his upcoming trial?
No, that is not what happened. Like I said, when we spoke with McWhitey, he was honest and upfront with us, and that's as much information as I can give at this time.
But you just said that he gave you information. Is this information in connection with what Chief Cooter has been convicted for, or has been?
No, it has. No, it is not. He gave us information on the questions that we had for him regarding this case.
Okay.
All right.
What's
Director Streets, is it?
Yes, it's FIB Director Jason Street.
All right. Clark Kent Weazel News, Channel 7, of course.
Okay.
Just had a couple questions for you. How do you feel knowing that one of your agents mishandled a search warrant and had state's evidence thrown out?
So it wasn't one of my agents that mishandled it. The DA put the wrong name on there when talking to SAST Chief Billy Bob Cooter. Mr. Cooter referred to himself as Chief Cooter. Therefore, the DA thought that it was his actual name and filled out the paperwork wrong.
Do you have any hard feelings towards this case, even with the evidence thrown out? Do you think it's going to still go y'all's way?
I want it to go the way for the people. All right, we do. I want good cops out here patrolling, being honest, doing the honest work. My job is to make sure I deal with higher crimes, and of course, corruption in a PD is one of those higher crimes. And unfortunately, if there's corruption in PD, I mean, where do we have some law and order around here? We don't at that time. You know, it's just FIB. The only good department I've actually dealt with so far is the BCSO that's being led by one Sheriff Martin Riggs. I've not had any issues with his department, but lately I've been having a lot of issues and a lot of evidence showing corruption inside the SAST.
And how do you feel about the chief that you appointed after leaving this SAST for the FIB?
So,
snorting cocaine off of a stripper's ass in the Vanilla Unicorn.
So I left as commissioner to accept a better job as the FIB director. Unfortunately, the officers I picked taken with me, one was the current chief, Mr. Dustin Flatt, who had a long conversation with myself and the mayor about Billy Bob Cooter taking over chief because he was a damn good officer. I just think the power went to his head, and he felt he was untouchable at that time. Not knowing that we would investigate anything that we see. And I mean, if you're doing coke in front of me or my agent and we notice it, of course we're going to lead an investigation at that time.
Okay, did you guys have any, or I'm sorry, one last question, I'll leave you alone.
No, you're fine.
How do you feel about the Watchers getting the information about this case and releasing all of y'all state's evidence?
So the Watcher is working with we believe, one Mr. Hyde. Unfortunately, I got an email the other day while I was off duty, my day off, from my head secretary, Lynn, stating that the servers were acting up. I heard that morning, SAST servers were hacked. We had evidence in the black site location and in the HQ here in San Andreas. We never thought that the hacker had that type of skills to get into our mainframe. Unfortunately, it's very disappointing that he got a hold of it. And after we deal with this, him and Mr. Hyde are the next ones on our list we will be hunting down. I have my cybersecurity team agents working on trying to locate how he got in and seeing if they can find him at this time.
I was just about to ask, do you have any leads on who these potential harassers may be of this great city?
From what I'm understanding is Mr. Hayden and the hacker, the Watcher there, the one that was the hacker, have been targeting Cooter for his corruption and the SAST for his corruption. But the problem is he's been doing it in the worst way ever. He's actually killing innocent bystanders to get the officers' attention. And when they don't get his attention, they resort to even more of a catastrophic ways of doing it.
Okay. And is it the Watchers and this so-called Mr. Hyde that brought the attention of the corruption of the SAST to you?
No, what brought the corruption to us was we were in the midst of serving a raid warrant on known drug locations by some cartel people that were in the city here. They planted drugs and had drop-offs and processing labs in the city. We were doing the rundown with SAST and BCSO because we like to work with the local law enforcement when we're doing this. During that that briefing, one Mr. McWhitey started snorting so-called cocaine at the time, and my other agents noticed a few other officers along with Chief Cooter snorting a white substance up their nose. The next day, we asked them to come up and do a test, and they did do a drug test. Unfortunately, it came back with small traces, which led to the whole while they were inside processing plants, which made us start digging into the corruption. I've had numerous meetings with Mr. Steve here about the stuff that he's went through and the abuse he's been going through from the SAST and Chief Cooter. There's a lot of incriminating photos that Cooter and his officers have posted on Twitter that he didn't think would be used against him. And there's also a video that was just released that we didn't even know about of a possible homicide that deals with the one Mr. Anderson.
And what about these other officers? You mentioned several of our other officers were involved in the corruption with Chief Cooter and corrupt McWhitey Tighty. What's going to happen to these other officers? Are they going to be tried and convicted as well?
Absolutely. We're going to be going through. We figured we're going to start with the head, make an example out of him to show him that the FIB is not playing around with corruption. And then we're going to work our way down. We actually have an arrest warrant for one officer at this time. I won't be giving out a name until we have him in custody.
Stay with Weazel News for more on these stories. Weazel News, confirming your prejudices.